Good afternoon. It's been a couple of days since I welcomed skulls and flowers into my house. I checked out the ukulele and it seems built pretty sturdy. It even took a few knocks, lost a little paint. The design on the front is pretty cool. It seems pretty put together nicely. So my first impression was pretty good. I was happy that it made it. Now after a couple of days, I see that the strings are still having a hard time staying in tune. My friend Steve says these are not the best kind of tuners. I don't know exactly why he didn't like them. They look pretty good, but he says that these may not be long-term good tuners. I see there's quite a bit of distance underneath the bridge here. In fact, you could probably put 2 business cards under there. I mean, that's kind of cute, but the killer is this, at least killer for me. Wendy said, looks like the action is too high. Now she watched the video and she said the action was too high. Now I know I checked that. I always play, but I can't really tell too much about action just by putting my hands on it. Truth be known, I've had very little trouble with action or string height with the ukuleles I purchased. This would be a big issue for me with guitar, where playing the chords was really difficult and you had to stretch your hands all over the place, and the guitar is a bigger instrument. The action on a guitar was a big deal to me. But with ukuleles, it seems to me that all over the world where I buy ukuleles, they come to me set up usually at 3 mm right here on the 12th fret. And you can use a string action ruler that tells you how high your strings are. So the first thing I did was I took out some of my favorite soprano ukuleles and I measured the string height. And by the way, my Irins, since skulls and flowers is an Irin, that's what I was concerned about. So I measured my Irins, and they all looked about 3 or possibly just a little bit over 3, but they were consistent. This one and my Irin Sunburst and this one have the same string height. So these, I think, are serious instruments. I'm beginning to think that skulls and flowers is not a serious instrument maybe, or for whatever reason it is not playable actually. I measured the IRCs, by the way, and their action is just about the same as the Irin. So everybody seems to do a good job on setting the string height for ukuleles as far as I can tell. And I've had lots of ukuleles and very little problem with string height. However, now these strings are all at the consistent height. So they set it up this way. I mean, it's not like one string is something and the others are something else. They're all the same way. So if 3 mm is good, what is this? I doubt if you'll be able to see, but we'll try. I'll show you the string height on this. The string height on this is actually unmeasurable. It's over 4. It's probably 5. So, I consider this unplayable as it is. All I had to do is put on some new strings and lower and adjust the action. That's not too much to ask, I suppose, but as far as I'm concerned, ukulele should come to the customer ready to go, not set up in an unplayable fashion. So I've got a couple of more of these very cheap Irins. I still trust the company. I believe Watermelon and Bubbles will be set up perfectly. I think this is probably a mistake. Maybe they had a new person put the strings on, or possibly he misread the gauge or whatever. But I'm still hopeful for Watermelon and Bubbles, and I can't wait till they arrive. Thanks for watching.